Massive, bringing you the latest happenings in dancehall and reggae music.
Welcome, it's Massive, and here are the stories making the cut for today. Damion Crawford tackles Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness reacts. Stay tuned for the stories in detail. And remember to follow me on Instagram at @Mota_Massy.
Them now make it dark, me I go show ya. My life never sweet like donut. Inna the street cars, I saw me grow up. King of Queens and we not take program. See the ear them for know me no love man. One time like gone, me no have no water. I feel on for the food cause me no know where it a come from. Prayer goes up, so me stay blessed.
One day we are gonna make it. One day we're gonna be the greatest. Motivational words. This one is called One Day by StonnerHussle. The message coming from this song is that ghetto youths should stay focused and believe in themselves so they can achieve their dreams. Don't watch the naysayers. Use their criticisms to build you. His diction is clear. His lyrics make sense. Perfect for youths and those persons who need that extra push. To listen to One Day, please click the link in the description box below. And follow him on Instagram at StonnerHussle. Make him know say I'm Massive say no. Damion Crawford, him not ease up. He's a politician who said don't put Mota grung and talk. Oh no, listen to this.
With all fairness, and I've been consistent. And you see, that is what I learned as a child. My father used to tell me the truth is constant and consistent. The truth can't change. I was in the wilderness as one of the very few politicians who constantly said no election should be called, publicly and openly. I said no election should be called because the activities of an election were likely to contribute to everything opposite to that which has been proposed by the Ministry of Health. Let us look at the things proposed. Let us look, just give me a chance, just today. Let us look at what was proposed by the Ministry of Health. The Ministry of Health proposed that there should be a limiting of inter-community movement. No election limits inter-community movement. The Ministry of Health said that there should be a limiting of people interaction. No election limits people interaction. The Ministry of Health suggests that the activities of an election were likely to create risk for an increase in COVID cases. Not only did the ministry, and I mean, I am consistent. Nobody can say that I have changed my opinion pre the last election and now. Nobody. In fact, some of the people were saying that it was making the opposition look afraid for a person of such high office to be openly saying no election, no election, no election. Now let us go further. The bill before us now also states that calling an election in a spike is a risk that they are unwilling to take to call this local government election. That is what this bill is proposing today. Now you can claim you learned after the last election, but you cannot claim that the last election did not contribute. Let us go further. The Ministry of Health spoke to nomination day impact. That after nomination day, they expected a spike. The Ministry of Health, not Damion Crawford, the Ministry of Health. And Jamaica Labour Party has the cabinet, yes, under whom Minister Tufton, yes, is the Ministry of Health. Is the Minister of Health. The ministry said they expected a spike after nomination. Okay. Nomination is a necessary part of an election. No, I'm talking about me, Damion Crawford. It goes further. The Ministry of Health predicted, yes, after nomination day, yes, that they expected a further spike after election day. Yes. And that has proven to be true. Okay. There is in scientific research a concept we call correlation. And while correlation isn't causation, correlation is a reason to seek information if there is causation. There is clear correlation between what was the case prior to the election and what has been the case since the election.
That's right.
Clear correlation. So therefore, the government should not be allowed to be absolved. There's a decision that was to be taken only by the Prime Minister. That is when an election was to be called. No matter what the opposition said or did, the Constitution offers him that right. That was an election that wasn't due until 2021 March. He sought political advantage, which he gained. He gained. And I mean, we can assume. But also, he gave us governmental disadvantage. He cannot be absolved from the downgrade to level 4 by the United States government that Jamaica is now level 4, putting greater risk to the tourism industry. He cannot be absolved. And secondly, he cannot be absolved from the losses that the economy will take further. Because as you would have said, and many Jamaicans agreed, before the act of an election, the management was good. Many would agree. The logics of the numbers show that. No, Senator Webby. There was a time, Senator Webby. Senator Webby, you would agree that there was a time that Jamaica's numbers were not moving with the rest of the world. There was a time that the government was so proud of their actions that they were on TV 6 hours and 5 hours a day explaining how they were managing. And their reasons. One of the spike, the Black Lives Matter march in America contributed to a spike. The elections in America contributed. How is it that the government of Jamaica can say that the parties contribute to a spike in the holiday, but I can't say that the election contribute to a spike? How can they say the entertainment activities? Not me, the Prime Minister said that one of the reasons they are putting the Christmas under strike, under suspension, is because when they did a little freedom in the it was the emancipation, the emancipation, it led to a spike. Then how they can blame entertainment for a 2-day period, and I can't blame them for a 30-day period? That's not reasonable and truthful. The other thing is, there's no scientific evidence where, and the scientists tell me that.
Where's the lie, though? Where's the lie? Talk truth. But personally, would I love to hear the government come and say, yes, the election last year was one of the contributing factors to the spike. One time we can't go and wait because that will never happen. Okay. Anywho, here's the video with Andrew Holness reacting.
I understand why people are upset seeing parties being held in one area of Jamaica while parties in another area are restricted. I understand that. You know, there are people keeping parties in Canefield and the police find them and arrest them. That little money, mash up. In my own constituency, Madam Speaker, I spent a lot of resources, my personal resources and state resources, in creating the hip strip in West Central St. Andrew along Olympic Way. And I know they are feeling it because that is a party central area for Kingston. But parties can bear the key. So I know they are feeling it, and I know they would be very upset to see advertised on social media people partying elsewhere in Jamaica. I am upset too, I must tell you. So let me say clearly that no such event have been sanctioned under the DRMA. The DRMA does not give any authority for such events to be kept or any leniency as to how enforcement should be done. As I have said earlier, I have started the process of determining if there was any administrative complacency, negligence, or complicity in the circumstances surrounding the holding of the event. Already, action has been taken in keeping with the DRMA and the regulations under the TPDCO protocols. One thing you can say about this government: the law will be enforced. I'm very upset, like everybody else, that this happened. It should not have happened. It has happened, and we have acted. And I want to be clear, we have arrested people keeping dances in cane fields, and we have arrested people keeping party on top of high-rise buildings. We have applied the law equally. Some people would want to use it as a defense for their case. Say it's only poor people you're attacking, or say it's only this set of people you're attacking. No, that's not true. And that must be rejected. We must never allow the narrative that the government is just targeting one set of people. Never allow that, because it is not true.
He's angry, Massive. He's angry. How Ono feel? I know that I'm beyond angry. Me know say, me sad, me depressed. I can't wait for this to be over. Me need back my freedom of movements and them something there without being a possible criminal. All right? Who else feels so? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today. Massive Martin, a big up on a nice clean self. Enough love, enough respect. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. Positive vibrations going out to the Massive. I'm out of Massey. My God.
Massey. Covering the latest in Jamaican music and culture. Like, share, comment and subscribe now.